Today we will discuss Chapter 4 titled How to Solve Disagreements Without Arguments. Gary Chapman mentioned that before marriage, he never thought that there could be any conflicts arising between him and his wife. Reason being is that they were perfect for each other. However, a few years into the marriage, he couldn't imagine how illogical she was, and she couldn't imagine how harsh and demanding he was. No one has told them that conflicts and arguments are a normal part of every marriage. Conflict between couples mainly arise because of their different desires, likes and dislikes, and things that irritate and please each one separately. The problem is during the conflict, we believe that we picked the wrong person, but in reality, all married couples argue. Some, however, can resolve the conflict amicably, and others resort to a heated argument. Gary shared a few thoughts on how to resolve arguments in a friendly manner. First, we have to accept that we are indeed different, and that this does not mean that we picked the wrong person, but rather that we are human. Our logic and emotions will be different. Each person's thoughts are influenced by his or her history, values, and personality. Despite the ability of a conflict to ruin a night, a week, a month, or even our whole lives, it can also help teach us how to love and support each other. The difference lies in how we deal with the conflict, and with this, Gary outlines the plan to do so. First and foremost, it is very important to listen to each other. During a conflict, we always want to talk rather than listen, which leads to an argument. Listening to understand the situation doesn't guarantee a solution, but at least we won't be opposing each other and we will be trying to solve the problem together. Listening has its rules. The first being respect, and the second giving the freedom to the other person to think their own thoughts. Gary explains that the solution to most arguments is compromise, or finding a meeting place, and he divided it into 3 ways. The first is meeting in the middle, and this involves both parties sacrificing so that the problem is solved. The second is meeting on your side, and this involves one party sacrificing for the sake of the other because of love and because it's important to the other person. The third is meeting later, and this means postponing the argument because a solution can't be found, but in the meantime, both parties love and support each other. The time taken will be the best to think about another solution for the problem as a team. Gary concluded this chapter by stating that if he had known those steps for conflict resolution, he would have saved so much time wasted in arguments that were not going anywhere. Next time we will discuss Chapter 5 titled, I Wish I Had Known That Apologizing is a Sign of Strength.